Hey guys, the God Queen Sansaray here, and I appreciate you listening to me on Spreaker. If you're listening to this on YouTube, this has been automatically uploaded. I appreciate you following me on Spreaker, as well as subscribing to my channel on YouTube. So if you notice the situation I'm in, I'm pregnant, quote unquote, supposedly by a married man. Oh, Lord, that rumor is going to last for a long time. Well, what a lot of people don't know is this man I was with was definitely separated, and this is something that I've always been honest about on my channel. It's not like a new revelation, but for some reason everybody feels like this is this big secret that Sansaray kept from her audience. But no, people who generally watch my channel know that Priest, my quote unquote spiritual husband, was married, and he was separated for 2 years. He and I was living together, and him and his wife and his family always gave me comfort and reassurance that he was definitely going to get divorced, especially his mom. I always expressed concern to his mom that I wanted to, leave the relationship until he, decided to finalize his divorce. And she always told me that he would never, want to go back to this woman. And that was definitely over at XYZ, and 3 weeks ago, he decided to revealed to me that he was interested in staying with his wife or getting back with her or whatever the case was. So, being his daughter, I had already started building my life with this man. I was already engaged to this man, already, planned on building a future and, so many things with this man. And plus I'm pregnant is very devastating 3 weeks ago to, find out what was going on. And so I posted a video about how I don't support legal marriage and I don't support child support. And a lot of people, express their feelings about that, express their concerns. And within the last couple of live streams I've done and videos I've done, it's kind of blown up because people have made videos about it, and this now has become the topic of conversation. A lot of people are coming to me and they're saying, hey, why didn't you get married first? Forget the fact that, he hasn't finalized his divorce. You should have waited till he finalized his divorce and then got married to him and then had a baby by him. But I keep trying to explain to everybody, all of the pregnant women that are also pregnant right now, we have a community that we sit down and we have conversations about men all day and our issues, our pregnancy symptoms, all types of stuff. We sit down and we discuss this. And there are a lot of women, more than you think, a lot of women who were married to their husbands for X amount of time, and their husbands still left them with babies, still left them to be with other women, still, abandoned them during pregnancy. So marriage will not save you. And I said this to people, a legal document does not save you. And just how child support is not going to save me. It's just going to be another bill that this nigga is going to pay if I put him on child support. People keep saying, hey, he'll learn his responsibility. He needs to learn about responsibility. No, because he's 37 years old. He should have been learned responsibility by now. He got a car insurance to pay. He got a phone bill to pay. He got credit card bills. He done paid a mortgage before. If he doesn't know what responsibility is by now, I'm sure that ship has sailed. Okay? So to me, there's more to being a father than simply providing a paycheck for a baby. When I got into this situation with Priest, I purposely said to him, and I made it very, very clear, I laid it out for him. I wanted a family. I wanted a man who was going to be a husband. I wanted a solid structure for a baby. I wanted a solid foundation and a stable environment for a child. I did not volunteer to be his man's baby mama. I did not sit here and say, hey, it's okay now that I'm pregnant and you want to walk away from the family, you want to walk away from me, that's okay. I'll just put you on child support. I never agreed to that. That is not what I agreed to, and I'm not about to agree to this shit now. That's why it's so easy for me to say, okay, if you're not all in, you're all out now. Okay, the plan was to definitely get married and to have kids in the future. And, sometimes God throws you a curveball, and you got to deal with it. But instead of him dealing with it, he wants to feel like a victim. He wants to tell everybody that he got trapped into a pregnancy he didn't want, which is a lie. This is something that he knew, something that there could be a possibility, not even a strong, forgive me for saying that, a small possibility that this could happen because of my miscarriages and because of all the things that I've been through. And, I'm thinking it's going to take us a while of trying over and over and over and over and over again before we even, get pregnant for the first time. And you mean to tell me after 10 years of me not getting pregnant, after 2 damn miscarriages and 3 medical abortions that I didn't even want, suddenly I'm pregnant at 37? Come on, that is, to me, that is a higher power. That is not something, that was forced on either one of us. It just happened this way. It wasn't that I trapped him, because usually when a woman traps a man, it's because he has money. Priest didn't have any money. He's not like this billionaire. He's making about $400 a week at his job. He's not, this big, successful man to where I would be using him for something, like women usually do when they trap men. They usually are trying to just get pregnant by an athlete or a rapper or something ridiculous like that. I don't have to do all that because I go out there and I get my own. I don't need him for that. So if D was trying to trap him, it would have probably been for like a child support check. And I don't even want that from him. Definitely don't want anything to do with him at all. Definitely done with him. Don't want to talk to him. Don't want to name my baby after him. Don't want to nothing him. Because if he could stab me in the back and walk away from me like that, the way that he did while I'm sick in an extended stay hotel, I don't want to deal with him. I don't want to have anything to do with him. And then he takes to YouTube and lies to make it seem like it's something completely different than what it's been all of these months. I really just want to have nothing to do with them. So I definitely want to take some time out to read a email that I got from a woman, and just take a listen. And I'm going to put a screenshot of the email on my website, sansaray.com, so you can check out the email that she sent me. It says, "I've been watching your journey and the turn of events. I have a 2-year-old daughter. I was married, and you're right. It doesn't solidify that the man will be there for you because my ex sure wasn't there for me. And out of her 2 years and 7 months of existence, he has made sporadic appearances in her life. They are just now starting to have a relationship, but during my pregnancy, he completely abandoned me. And to this day, he would not acknowledge his wrongdoing. He wasn't even there when I gave birth. I tried calling him, and he sent me the voicemail. So I ceased trying to contact him after labor. He then went on for several months denying our daughter, and I filed for divorce. But it seems like this time of year for the past 2 years, he brings up the whole we should be a family thing, and I scoff at the idea every time. Not to mention I learned about his multiple infidelity during my pregnancy. Now my little family and I are thriving, and I feel like rekindling anything with him will cause complete dysfunction because he's very unstable and can't seem to sit still and commit to anyone, and I realize that. I'm actually very happy. I had a stillbirth daughter 9 years ago, so for me to be blessed to have another chance of having a daughter is a big deal for me. He knew of my previous loss and the fact that my life was in danger with my first daughter. He was very insensitive to my fears during my pregnancy. I do not regret having my daughter, but one thing is for sure, I do regret who I had her with. Sending positive energy your way. You are a strong Black woman, and I have no doubt that things will get better for you. I'm living proof. I thought my life was over when he abandoned me, but then I began to focus on what was important, my pregnancy with my daughter. So everything that he was doing no longer mattered. To be honest, he didn't even matter. Keep your head up, my sister. Positive vibes and nothing but love being sent from me and my family to you. With love, Destiny." So here's my thing. I've said this in plenty of videos, and people keep pushing this marriage in my face. Get married first. Get married first. You should have got married first. Let him put a ring on it. You should have put a ring on it. Listen, putting a ring on it, getting married does not solidify nothing. These men are still walking away when they find out that their women are pregnant. They're going through an entire wedding, entire justice of peace situation. They're signing their name on that dotted line and still aren't doing what they're supposed to do. The people in my comment section were having this conversation about technicalities, talking about separated is still being married. To me, separated is very different from marriage, because your behavior when you're married isn't let me go out and date other people. Let's casually fuck each other and live with each other for bills, but let's date each other. and date other people and not tell other people that we're married or not tell other people that we're separated. That's not a married couple to me. That's some dysfunctional shit. Or let's go out here. Let's be married. Okay. Let's fuck each other. All right. Let's tell other people that we want to be with that we don't want to be together. That we don't want to, live together, that we're separated, but secretly on the low, we're fucking each other. That's some dysfunctional shit. Do you know how many other people you could hurt in the process? To me, a married couple is not even going to bother with sleeping with other people outside of their marriage. It's a lot of people out there that hold too much weight. You solidify marriage. You make marriage seem like it's this powerful, strong thing, but it's so many people inside of a marriage cheating. There's so many people out who are married who are hurting other people. There's so many people out there married who hate being married. There's a reason why I don't believe in legal marriage, because even when these men sign their name on that legal document, they still go out there and they do what they want to do. That piece of paper means nothing. And there may have been a day where it meant some shit to some people, but those days are over. It is 2017. This is not the 1950s. People are getting done with marriage. They're not hearing that shit. So when I sat down and I talked about spiritual marriage, this man broke a spiritual marriage with me. And to me, spiritual marriage holds way more weight than legal marriage does. The court system does not have any effect on my life in that way. No, it does not. I make sure of it. That's why I hate government programs. People are like, why don't you sign up for Medicaid? Why don't you sign up for food stamps? It's because I never wanted the government or the judicial system or lawyers or judges to have any effect or any control over my life. That's why I won't put this dude on child support. Because I feel like with my family is a very, very personal thing to me. It's very, very, it's just so fragile and so vulnerable and something that I need to separate from business. If I want to handle business, I'll go to government. If I want to make an arrangement or have a contract because I'm handling business with somebody and we exchanging some money, then I'll sign a contract. But when I'm telling somebody I love them, my damn behavior is solidifying the situation enough. I'm there for you. I'm sharing my life with you. I'm opening my body to you to have babies. You know what I mean? Like that right there solidifies a situation with a person. Because I'm not the type of person to go around here and do all that with everybody. So to me, a spiritual marriage was more important to me. And there's a lot of people out here who value legal marriage. But I'm telling you, I'm pregnant right now. So that means I'm talking to a whole bunch of pregnant women all over the world because they have communities for us. They have like a Facebook for us. So we sit down and we talk about how many months we are. We talk about experiences that we had with our child's father. And trust me, there are women, white, black, green, yellow, old, young, who are married, whose husbands have left them while they're pregnant. And these women are filing for divorce. So you best believe that wedding ring, that promise of that brass ring, that obligation, that shit means nothing. I always wanted somebody to be around me because they wanted to be around me. They love me. They're here for me. They're genuinely my friend. They're genuinely, my family. They want what's best for me and vice versa. I never wanted anybody around me out of obligation. And if people think, well, that gives people responsibility, make them obligated, force them to be in a situation and they'll stay. No. Just like I made this video recently talking about how to trap a man with pregnancy. There's women out there that actually think that they can do that. You can't trap a man with no pregnancy. It ain't gonna make no man stay. It don't make no man love you. Marriage ain't gonna make no man stay. Pregnancy ain't gonna make no man stay. People stay because they want to stay. And if they don't want to be there, they're not going to be, period. Whether they sign the dotted line at the damn justice of peace or not. You best believe it.